And staying in the United States, the Trump administration has added 8 drug cartels, including 6 from Mexico, to the list of foreign terrorist organizations. The designation is part of President Donald Trump's plan to wage war on the drug cartels. After the cartels were added to the list, the commander-in-chief vowed to oversee the total elimination of the drug gangs. And according to the State Department, the gangs that have been declared as foreign terrorist organizations include the deadly MS-13, the Sinaloa Cartel, the Jalisco Cartel, and the Tren De Aragua, among others. Meanwhile, the Pentagon has confirmed that it has in fact deployed the MQ-9 Reaper spy drone to track cartel activity inside Mexico. These drones have already flown several times over Mexico and can be equipped with payloads to carry precision strikes. Pentagon officials say the designation of the gangs as foreign terrorist organizations could lay the groundwork for direct U.S. strikes against the cartels and their drug labs. Now, Mexico says it is in fact aware of the American drones flying over its airspace, and President Claudia Sheinbaum has confirmed that her office gave the approval for these flights.
These flights are part of a coordinated operation. Here is the Admiral's Secretary. They are collaborations between the U.S. and Mexican governments and have been done for many years and many times that request, or rather, all times it is at the request of the government of Mexico, of collaboration of information in order to address security conditions. First of all, there is nothing illegal. What we have is a collaboration and cooperation that has been going on for many years, not just now.
These drone flights come days after the U.S. Air Force flew multiple manned missions near the Mexico border using spy planes. Meanwhile, security experts are saying that the Trump administration is open to deploying the Marines to Mexico to crack down on the cartels.
Eventually, we may see operations by the U.S. Marines, for example, to capture a kingpin, do drone attacks, or attack a laboratory, if this is possible. I don't like to use this word, but it starts to seem like an extortion. They have the tools to force Mexico to implement certain measures that are of my interest. So technically, I think the designation has many deficiencies, and it's still not clear what exactly they want to use the designation of criminal groups as terrorist organizations for.
Also, many Mexicans are showing support for the Trump administration's stance.
On one hand, it's good what Trump will do. On the other, it's not good that Mexicans allow him to do it. We should address it from home. Another thing is that if somebody wants to take drugs, it's their life. But we can't let these cartels boss us around us because as Mexicans, they're trampling us and many of us allow them to do so.
Now it remains to be seen just how far the Trump administration is in fact willing to go to fight the drug cartels and whether that would involve deploying boots on the ground in Mexico, which would be a first since the year 1848 during the Mexican-American War.
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we put together for you. Touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbors were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout the biggest Hindu mandir in. We're on our way to Tel Aviv. Measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Thagbir. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did behind.
We were actually.
What are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote efforts. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion, 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.